All right, Derrick, thanks for doing this, man. This is incredible. How long you been doing this?
This is our 27th year doing All-Star Giveback. It actually started in my neighborhood. I'm from 12th Street here in Detroit with 200 turkeys.
So this must make you feel great.
Oh, without question. I think the most important part is that you see the need of people that are struggling. So we just want to bring some holiday cheer to folks during the holiday season, make sure they have a great meal.
What have you seen over the years? I mean, that's almost 3 decades, Derrick.
Yes, it is. It is. I mean, I've seen anything. One thing for us is just never no judgment. Hunger has no zip code, you know, so we try to make sure that people that come here, we give them not only access to food, but access to our relationship with DMC Hospital, with what is it, DTE, with bulbs and services and things like that. So again, man, the line's been right around the corner since 8 o'clock this morning.
I was going to say, this is incredible. And 3,000 turkeys and food boxes, it's got to be more than that, right?
Yes, yeah, I'm sure it's more than 3,000. I think we was up to about 5 today because we still have some, you know what I'm saying, left over, and we've been going since 11 o'clock.
That's incredible. Have you seen this grow over the years?
Of course, yeah. So we've usually moved it all around the city of Detroit. So Terrence had a job in Riverwood. So we was out in Riverwood probably the last 4 or 5 years. And then when he moved back to DPS, I said, man, it's time to bring it back home because being at the Eastern Market, we're able to touch all areas of the city.
I was going to say, last year it was where you mentioned, and it was big, but I mean, being right here in Detroit.
It's never bigger than this. Yeah, and we're trying to figure out, you know, really doing something for Christmas, you know, at the same time. But again, you see the need. The need is just so great for our people, but we're here to help.
I can tell you got a big heart, you're a big guy, but why do you do this, Derrick? Why do you come out year after year?
I'm raised that way. It's in my DNA and who I am. I'm born and raised that way. Never be ashamed of your commitment to your community. And regardless of wherever I played in basketball, I played in the NBA 15 years. I've always came back home to Detroit. I built playgrounds in my neighborhood where I grew up at. I built strip malls, created business and opportunities in my neighborhood. So you never forget where you come from. And then I always reach out to my guys to come out here and help participate. I mean, Gary Payton came all the way from California.
I heard that. I'm from Seattle,
yeah.
So I'm a big fan.
Oh, wow, yeah, I know you were shocked, though. Like, what is Gary doing here? Well, you know, I went #1 in the draft in 1990, and he went #2 behind me. And we've been friends ever since. And then him and Terrence Wheeler played against each other in college, Arizona State versus Oregon.
Now I get it. You guys are all friends. So Gary came out to support you in Detroit.
Always come out to support us here in Detroit, and we do the same going out to Oakland and support them.
Hey, Detroit's having a comeback moment right now, not just with the sport teams, but with everything. Are you feeling that vibe?
Oh, I've been feeling it for the longest. I mean, I'm so happy that what we're doing with the Lions right now. But again, it takes a village. It takes all of us in what we're doing. And the commitment here today from all of our sponsors show that, you know what, people really care here in this city. And I told them earlier, I was talking about that. I said, look, if we can go to Houston and take over for a football game, why can't we do the same and take over in our city?
Oh, man, I love that so much. Derrick, thank you, brother.
You're welcome.
Appreciate you. Any last words to your community?
Hey, man, just happy holidays, man. Yeah, let y'all know that we're going to always be here for you guys, man. It doesn't stop with us, and we're passing the torch on to the next generation.
Thank you, Derrick. Yeah. Derrick Coleman, people. Derrick Coleman.
It does.
That was fantastic, man.
Thank you, bro.
Hey, can I get a picture with you?
Derrick was the #1 pick, and I was the #2 pick, so we out here in a big bond like that. We do a lot of stuff together, man. We're going to do a lot of stuff in the Bay Area for where I'm from, in Oakland, this on February, where Derrick's going to come and do a lot of things in the community for me. So I always come back and give for him. Terrence Wheeler, you know, he went to Arizona State, and I went to Oregon State, and we played in the Pac-10 together against each other, and we became a bond like that. So both of them were in Detroit, and we just had a big bond. You know, Oakland is just like a baby Detroit. So we like each other. So we're real close. We're like brothers.
It's amazing that you kept that friendship, and then you're doing good things with it too. That's amazing.
Right. Yes. Well, you know, this is something that T. Will and Derrick was always wanted to have. And then when they brought it together, and I do it in Oakland with my son and my brother now, I always told them I'm going to support them whatever they can, man. I'm going to come back to their town and they come back to mine, and we just support and get these people what it is, because God, I think, put us on the earth to do this type of stuff. He gave us fame and all that stuff and money for us to come back and give to our cities that we didn't never have, because we grew up seeing the same thing. We grew up seeing that we never had this, and now we have an opportunity to do it, and we just use our resources to do it.
Amen, brother. That big old platform for good, not just for you, but for everybody out here that needs help.
That's how it is, man. Sometimes it's people are not going to get to our level, and we need to help them to give them a boost because they don't have to be professional athletes or anything like that. They can be anything to be doing a good cause because you want them to grow up to do the same thing and say, hey, I can do it too now for my community, and let's keep it going because Gary Payton, Derrick Coleman, Terrence Wheeler, they the ones started us and let us understand that we need to do this, and that's what we want.
What a great example for the youth out there, and talk about the Detroit comeback spirit right now. This town is seeing a revival. I know Oakland's going through something similar. Speak about that.
Well, you know what? Oakland has lost a lot of their sports. We don't have a sport no more, so we have to have things like this to motivate. Detroit is the same way. You know, they went to a low and now they're coming back to a high. Even with the Detroit Lions becoming what they're becoming, the Pistons trying to do their thing, everybody. And then you got legends like Terrence Wheeler and Derrick Coleman to come back out and do this type of stuff. This will bring the city back. And we're trying to do the same thing. I'm doing the same thing in the Bay Area with my son. We giving away turkey drives. He's playing for Golden State. You know, his dad is from Oakland, California. So we're trying to revive a lot of things in our city so that we know that our city, they got to know where we come from. We got to come from this type of situation, but we got to build our city up. We can't let it go down. You know, and these people got to understand we're here for them.
What a beautiful thing you guys are doing. Gary, thanks so much. Great to meet you, brother. I just came from Sacramento, California. I just moved here.
Okay,
so,
okay,
yeah,
okay.
We're close to Oakland.
Well, that's good, man. I that born in Sacramento. I hope you know what you're doing. I'm born in Oakland.
Oh, right.
I'm born in Oakland, so Sacramento is right down the street, man. I get it. You know what I'm saying? This is gonna even be better. It's just the same way.
I know we just got those A's in town for like 3 years in Sacramento now with that transition.
I don't know how that's gonna work, man. Being at a AAA field, I don't know how that's gonna work.
We're all wondering how that's gonna work.
Yeah, I don't know how that's gonna work, man. There's gonna be a lot of home runs going out of there.
And then being from Seattle, Supersonics fan, I used to watch you when I was a kid. I mean, do you ever think that Seattle's gonna get their Sonics back?
We are, man. I'm a part of that organization right now. I think we're gonna be like 26, 27 now. We're gonna do something big. It's gonna be really, really soon, you guys.
Wow.
I think so. I think. You know, Adam Silver and the governors of basketball with all the owners, they're doing a great job to do an expansion, and I think the two teams is going to come. And Seattle deserves it. We should have never lost it, and that's what we're going to do. We're going to try to get back, and when we get back, we're going to be all right.
Ooh, you get me excited, man, as a Sonics fan. You get me real excited. All right, you just heard it from Gary Payton himself. Gary, thanks so much, brother.
Thank you very much.
Really
appreciate you. I appreciate you. All right?
Happy Thanksgiving. Happy holidays.
Same to you.